bands did it.
When what?
When we started getting more, we had spending money, because, we just did chores. I worked for my old man. I had $10 a week, but I used to buy records with that, That didn't really go that far. So the band started playing. We started being wanted for these college parties.
So Clyde was junior high or high?
High school.
Okay. And who was it?
Freshman year.
Who was-
Freshman, sophomore year.
Who was in the band besides Bug and you?
Pete Dorak. He was the drummer. It's just the three of us. And Eddie Sims, he used to carry the stuff for us. He became the driver for Moonbeam for the trucks. He just passed away. That's the guy that sent email.
So after Clyde,
He used, what his job was, besides carrying the stuff? Because we used to carry, before we had anybody to drive us, we used to carry our stuff in the ShopRite carts. We'd go into the supermarket, get the carts, and put the equipment in there and make a caravan all the way to the club. Not to the club, to the high school, whatever, Going through the streets, cymbals would be rolling. We'd be crossing the red lights, they'd fall out of the car. But Eddie Sims' job, because when the drummer would play, he'd be playing so hard that the bass drum would always be sliding. So he would sit in front of the bass drum the whole show, like on stage. He had like big Hendrix hair, That was funny. Those were wild times. And all we did was practice. After school, we'd go down to Bug's cellar and practice until it was time to go home. Every day. Get up, and on the weekends we'd get up and go down there like 10 in the morning, and stay there till nighttime, just playing.
and
Sometimes I'd be there by myself, because they'd be running around doing whatever. Because I lived in Jersey City with my father then, and Bug lived in Bayonne on 21st Street. But I had like 2 more years of high school, and I wasn't going to switch to go to Jersey City High School, so I stayed. I didn't tell anybody I moved to Jersey City. So I stayed in Bayonne, and that's when I finished school there. But once I got to Bayonne, I didn't have money to go home and come back. I only had money, bus fare to come there, and bus fare to get home. So I would stay in his cellar until it was time to go home, and I would just play guitar.
now whose equipment?
Well, we had broken stuff pieced together with tape down there, That it wouldn't work on if we had a show. We had to borrow stuff. I had an amplifier that was a guitar case. You could hardly hear it, but, it was something.
What do you mean it was a guitar case? Tell me about that setup.
The guitar, it was like a rectangle case. But the guitar, you took the guitar out of the case, you took the case, stood it up, and you plugged into it. It had a little speaker, and it had a on-off switch and a volume.
And that was made by?
K. It was also Silvertone, I think was the company. Harmony, Silvertone, Harmony, K. They were all like the Sears Roebuck. On the page where it was instruments, that was their company. Like Kirkland is Costco.
All right. You want to stop here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next one will be about the next battle of the bands. We now it came up in a level. So now there was a bigger one in Jersey City called the CYO Battle of the Bands. And those bands were hot. That's where I met Frankie the Freak and them. And they had Marshall amps.
You want to do it now or later?
No, that's a whole... That's a good story. That's the story. That was the night when because the CYO was on the same avenue, Bergen Avenue, as the police station, and the Black Panthers came and shot the police station up while we were on stage. That was when Martin Luther King got shot, and they were rioting in Newark and Jersey City.